Voyage gnostic presents a chronicle about alien abductions. It always starts the same. I'm laying down, I'm awake, but I can't move. It's not fear, it's not thought, it's expectation. Alarm activates like a bass frequency. The air above my body begins to vibrate. A tunnel of energy forms suspended above my physical body. An opaque light like a portal that hasn't fully opened. Also, a tunnel appears, I feel it vibrating like a chance in between worlds, and inside they are the grays, but they are not like in the movies. They don't invade me, they invite me. So first, the spinning sensation begins as if your entire body were entering a blender or washing machine of light and energy. A kind of cosmic vertigo is activated, but there is no fear. Very thin thoughts are seen entering your nose and ears. There's no pain, only pressure. Breathing is gentle, the body surrenders to the process. And the grays, they don't speak. They communicate peace, acceptance, and respect. They convey emotions, not words. They're doing something to me, but it doesn't hurt. It's like a cleansing, a calibration. The funny thing is that I feel good about it, right? Actually, I feel careful. Now let's deepen in the meaning. At the beginning is an experience that confuses reason. This is the moment when I begin to question the line between dream, hallucination, trauma, or real encounter. Secondly, at the climax, as a conscious reconnection, no longer fearful or doubtful. There's a moment when I decide to surrender to whatever is happening because I no longer need to understand it rationally. I just need to experience it. It's not just suppositions. Also, now let's analyze it from a scientific perspective. Number one, from the mind, psychology, and neuroscience, it could be a case of sleep paralysis, episodes where the body cannot move upon waking, with visions of beings, lights, presences, as well hypnagogic and hypnopompic states of transition between sleep and wakefulness, where the brain mixes the reality and hallucination. Also, we have a case of disassociation, where mind separates from the body as a defense mechanism or trauma, feeling of being carried away, right? There as well in the neurology, a fear or fascination about patterns in the brain that activate extreme responses to the unknown. As well, this experience can be considered as a false memory syndrome, or with memories created by suggestion, culture, or trauma. But what if they aren't false at all, right? As well, in Jungian psychology, gray aliens may be archetypes of the collective unconscious. So are the grays a modern form of the ancestral angel demon symbol? I don't know. I research that abductions are considered part of lucid dreams, then where aliens communicate messages to you. Secondly, with astral projection, while your sleeping physical body abduct the mind, like your brain getting overstimulated in other frequencies, and the sensation of having lived another life. As well, we have the case of speculation, right? Generally, people that got abductions generally have certain patterns to know. They believe with about microchips under the skin impossible to trace with ordinary X-rays. Also, geometric marking on the skin that disappear within hours. Altered brain waves detected after episodes through an encephalogram that is basically to obtain a representation of the brain activity with medical device. So as well could be possible silent genetic manipulation, external intervention for millennia, right? That maybe masses are not being able to be familiarized with. Or maybe a secret NK Ultra project mixed with mind control and simulation. It's part of only hypothesis, not something that could be objectively comproved, right? From a Gnostic and philosophical perspective, so what if aliens are interdimensional entities that have always been here but are now becoming conscious? So we have the paradigm of reality versus perception. What is more true, what we see or what we feel? Mental simulation as a testing product, right? Are we being abducted, or do we wake up within another layer of the dream? Abduction or initiation. Sometimes the gods from the past return, right? Like the Watchers, the Igigi, right? Could be. Now, at this point, I would like to share a metacognitive integration and interpretation of this event of the abductions, right? This experience can be interpreted as a symbolic narrative that includes the vibrating tunnel, symbol of the opening of portals between mental or real dimensions. The spiral where you're being abducted could be actually the composition of the ego, the dissolution of the self, entering an altered state. As well, the tubes and with my nose and ears could be the technology for reconfiguring perception, memory, or energy. And the good vibes that I got from the aliens suggest that they are not enemies or invaders, but entities of a higher order that work without judgment. Now, finally, in skeptical neurology's perspective, for example, about this case of abductions, the tubes may be an internal representation of auditory or synesthetic stimulation during an episode of sleep paralysis, or maybe not, and perhaps your mind is capable of translating a real experience from another plane into images you can tolerate. Or perhaps alien technology isn't mechanical, it's symbolic. They don't invade you, they activate what's already within you. Thank you for watching. You know that moment just before sleep, when your body's numb but your mind's still awake? That's when they come. First, the air changes. There's this vibration above me, like a tunnel made of pure energy, pulsing, humming, like it's alive. Reality isn't just what we can prove, it's what changes us. Why do the hallucinations feel more real than my waking life? Why do I come back with clarity, with insight, like something rewired me? What if we're not being abducted? What if we're being activated? They don't take me, they meet me. In the space between thought and dream. And if they come back again tonight, I'll be ready.